Welcome back to First Minute Podcast. This is part 2 of the cons of Uber Eats, Postmates, DoorDash, and Grubhub. The first rule of thumb that most people are going to assume is going to pack a lot of miles on your car. That's very true. Depending on how much you drive, how many hours you want to put in, if you want to make a decent amount of money, I want to say strive for $100 a day. If you want to do more, expect to drive to 10 to 12 hours a day. Secondly, how taxing it is to sit in a car for those many hours. You're gonna dread a lot of the time. Your body's gonna be sore, your back's gonna ache, your fingers are gonna start to hurt, like it's gonna start to feel like carpal tunnel. I think that's what you call it. Your fingers are gonna hurt a lot from driving. If you use one finger when you drive, you use one hand drive, both hands when you drive, you use your thumbs when you drive. I know people drive different ways. You can use your knee at times when you get tired, but your fingers are gonna hurt. Nobody ever talks about that. Your health, that's something that you need to be conscious of when you're doing these orders for X amount of time. If you're gonna do a full shift, 8 to 10 hours, just be cautious that you're gonna probably eat fast food throughout that whole time. I would say pack water, pack snacks, and maybe make dinner and lunch at home. I know that's time consuming. I know that's not something everybody can do, but it's the healthiest way. Please be cautious of your health if you're gonna put in that many hours, if you're really gonna take this job serious. I'm not really speaking to the casuals here. Speaking to people who really make this their full-time job. Like, people who can really write this off on their taxes, as I said before. The most important one, gas. I mean, you're going to be making the money back regardless if you're working a long time. What I did is I kind of used that time to put gas in my car as my break. So let's say you want to keep going. You don't want to spend a lot of time lollygagging. You just want to do orders the whole day. The time that you put gas in your car, that's your time to go eat, drink, maybe take a slight rest. After that, you're right back to it. If you want to keep your car up to date, if you're a person who details your car a lot, who washes your car a lot, just know that's going to be very frequent and that's more money that you got to spend. Your car is going to smell like food the majority of the time. So if you're a person who likes to party, go out, you got things to do, after you're done with your shift, keep that Febreze or whatever car incense, whatever you got to use. Make sure you keep the windows rolled down when you're doing orders at all times, because you do not want your car smelling like pizza, fries, burgers, Indian cuisine. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's on really have a bad smell in your car. There's gonna be a lot of maintenance that's gonna have to be done that most people don't really think about. Get your oil change frequently, please. If your car is what you're living off of, bro, and that's how you're really making your money, get those oil changes. Last but not least, rude customers, cashiers, receptionists, whoever you gotta drop off to, whoever you gotta go through, you gotta deal with maybe I'm gonna say pedestrians, random pedestrians you gotta deal with, man. You gotta get inside the apartment building, like a luxury apartment building. You gotta get buzzed in. Some people don't wanna let you in because they're there first before the person you contacted can't get to the door. Inconvenience is gonna be like a really, really big factor at all times. It's just something you gotta battle with. Not being able to find apartment numbers, house buildings, structures that are just in the cut somewhere, something that's just poorly, constructed. It's going to be a hassle, especially at night. If you're a person who deals with anxiety, that's something that's going to really get to you, because you're kind of in a rush and you just can't figure out what's going on. It's going to happen, bro. It's going to happen. So just tough it out. That's going to wrap up the cons of Uber Eats, Postmates, Grubhub, and DoorDash. My name is Eli, and this is the First Amendment Podcast. Peace.